Yeah. Oh, man. I have not had a good sleep in a while. Morning! My eyes. Why is it unusually bright outside? And why is there... Oh. Oh. Where am I? It's beautiful. didn't expect to be in a place like this. I don't... Where am I? I don't seem to be in my room. Is it? I have... Oh! Hello! I did not see you there. Chào buổi sáng. Bạn tên là gì? Bạn không nói tiếng Việt. Oh! Sorry. A little bit of bad habit of mine. Let me try that again. Good morning. How are you feeling? I can tell. I am Dautama, a warrior from the Eroha Guild. Strangely enough, I'm not sure how I got here. How'd you also end up here exactly? Not sure either. I'm beginning to think I was brought here for a reason, but time only will tell once I gather more information here, but for now... my wounds from months ago... Hold on. I do need to check. Hold on. What day is it? January 18. Chat. How long have I been sleeping for? Have I been sleeping for 3 months? No matter. I'll need to find a way to get back to the Eroha Guild. But for now, I'm forced to just stick under here while I recover from my wounds. How am I here exactly? Well, the thing is, like, if we had to go back months ago, Wednesday, October 31st, I was out training at Odium for any future conflicts from the High Flora. All of a sudden, I was ambushed by 3 other apostles from Durandalmua. I ended up being severely wounded after escaping from these 3 aggressors. And as soon I thought I would heal in such a bit amount of time, but it turns out I'm here all of a sudden. Not sure where I am, but why am I in a girl's body, you ask? Well, to be fair, I wasn't originally in this body. There was a bit of a small mishap of an accident that happened. Well, if we go by last year, it would be mid-July, I guess, mid-July 2024 when the accident happened. We'll have to go back to the Dreaming Lost Lane chapter. Of course, this isn't about... I don't want to be dabbling on stories yet, because you seem to be curious about me. I can understand. Well, this form right here isn't what a lot of people expect. As a warrior, usually you would look like much more with heavier armor, with like a big giant axe with a shield. Of course, that would be said true in the universe. There are many warriors of that caliber. However, we will get to that in some shape or form. But for now, my form, this is my form as of right now, the vessel I was in. So this is more of the Dreaming Lucid's body. Yes, this is the that I am currently possessing as of right now. And albeit to say, even though my body, I'm inside a different body, my powers are still intact. So a lot of my my opponents would underestimate me just because I am in a different version of my body. Immediately you'll actually notice I am in a dress with a accessory on. However, this isn't just for show. You see, this is all, to be precise, more of a layered gear. You see, like in some of the universes, I'm able to shape the appearance of how I see fit. Because you see, some of the armor I've been wearing are quite a little bit too flashy, and not just that, they are a bit heavier, considering I need as much mobility as I can as a warrior myself. So first thing you'll immediately notice, my flower accessory. This flower accessory has the power of one of my eagle eye helmets that has basically, how do I say, in terms of power, you say, I would say it has a bit of like my mainline stats, while also having some of the combined power from my accessory and my face accessory too. The chest is also of the eagle eye that also possesses the same, basically almost similar stats. Not only that, I also have this ribbon in the chest. Not too many have. It's a little bit weird because this is Dreaming Lucid's design from the Korean Maple Story universe, it seems. Not the one from our current timeline. Not only that, because this whole design right here is like winter themed. Because when the Dreaming Lost Lane chapter happened in another timeline, it was during the round of winter, while the Dreaming Lost Lane in my universe, well, the Arrowverse to be exact, it started around spring/summer. So it is fitting that I'm in a winter outfit. At the same time, though, I probably would need to make at least some different outfits for the different seasons. But no matter. And then, yes, I'm wearing these shoes. I'm honestly surprised I'm able to walk on them despite me not being used to wearing them. These also have the added powers of my mainline. Two, basically, one prime stat, one mainline stat, and bonus pot lines. Oh, hold on, you're not saying it. There. The shoes aren't fancy, but they get the job done basically. My signature weapon, you asked? No problem. So, the signature weapon I use would be the Arcane Umbra sword, which is basically one of my weapon of choices for combat. You see, I'm very much of a fan of the claymores because of their immense strength and speed. It is quite very my go-to weapon, though I will say I have different other weapons I can experiment from. It's just this is what's just usually my go-to weapon for any other combat I need to do. That being in mind, you wish to know more about me? Very well, very well. Follow me to this desk over there. I have a book I will need to show you. Oh? Not this one. This is just like my PC overlay stuff, so maybe if we go to the actual book here. So immediately you'll notice that it is blank, and the reason why for that, the main reason why it's blank is because I don't usually show this to a lot of the strangers. To actually put it, the soul editor within this book actually allows to conceal a lot of my information to other users outside. However, because you are my esteemed guests, I will show you my many information, of course. I don't expect you to remember it. It's a lot of information to process. But should you be able to remember it, I'll give you props to that one. Alright. So let us go. Just turn this page. So, as usual, I am Dautama, a warrior of the Edoha Guild. Well, to be fair though, it is quite a little bit vague in my universe. Because class is basically just a branch of a role. Because each class, like a warrior, for example, would branch into jobs. Jobs would have been like hero, paladin, dark knight, or even in a case. There's a lot to think about, but you know what I mean. So what if instead we changed it a little bit different? Instead of being a class, it would have been a job. And so the job I entitled right now is Kaiser. I am a Kaiser for the Edoha Guild. We are guardians of the Nova that use draconic-like powers in battle. Currently, I'm 24. My birthday is in July 12th. Sorry, my voice is a little bit fried right now. My date of birth, it is July 12th. Yes, it is like the middle of the year, so it does take some time. I speak English and also speak Vietnamese, which is my main language, of course. And as per usual, my bio, I am a guy. Please don't misunderstand that. I am a male Kaiser stuck inside dreaming Lutz's body because of an accident. I just gotta make sure I point that out there, cause there's gonna be so many people confused. So, FYI, just TLDR, I'm a guy stuck in this body. So, we got that? Alright. I can't go wrong without my likes and dislikes, so obviously I still gotta have like some of my good tastes, right? So for the likes, I liked a lot of like I liked pretty much gaming, just like being able to like play some of my favorite games. I also like Viet food, which is actually, I love like all kinds of Viet foods, like pho, boom bop, banseo, rice bowls. Like I love a lot of kinds of Viet foods. Like if you've never eaten Viet food, I would like always like suggest like trying one out. It's so good. The next thing, like surprisingly enough, like not a lot is programming. You don't see a lot of like VTubers that like genuinely like to program. The thing is, like, I graduated with a computer science degree, so it makes sense that, like, why programming is up there. Like, I really love to like code and like problem solve. Just being able to like create these projects, which by the way, I have some projects later on I will need to do later on once I try like establish communications. Another like I would do is art, because I really love like the way that people do my art, and so that actually like made me want to like start doing my own like art stuff. Though I will say I'm not so very good at it at the moment. Even though like the two like art pieces you see right now, it's like, how do I say this? It's okay, but it's like not good either. So like I'm willing to see if I can like do more of like artworks from myself. Like it's more just gonna be like still gonna be like a hobby thing, considering I am still trying to get used to it, I guess, for the case of like experience reasons. That's the word I'm looking for. Alright. Dragons! Dragons are like mythical creatures I've always admired ever since I was a kid. And mind you, I was born with that zodiac creature insignia. So it makes no surprise that some of the dragons, whether it be from mythology, from video games, like the Salamence right here, they're always my very loved. And one of my favorite seasons would be spring, because of how everything would start to bloom. Everything would look so beautiful, like when everything starts to grow again. I really love like the beauty of spring. And that's like all my likes. My dislikes is actually surprisingly very little. Oh, there is probably like a good reason why. There's not a lot of things I dislike probably, like one of them being like obviously school. I was not liking school. It was just boring. I mean, there were some subjects that I really like in my times of high school, but and this could also apply to university too. So like, I still don't like school regardless. I still don't like it. Let me tell you right now, I wasn't a very like diligent, hardworking kiddo back then. And even in like university, I kind of like just like, oh, come on, can we get this over already? Like I just like started developing such like a bad dislike for school because of that. Also because like I had like some teachers that weren't like very like helpful for me during those. Probably another reason why. Maybe it's just like a bad experience. But in my second dislike, why does summer heat have to be this insanely hot? Oh my lord, like every time I have to like endure in the summer heat, it's just awful. Like it feels like I'm getting like harmed by the sun rays. Like I just don't like it. It's also like very too hot. Like I can only accept like a bit amount of like heat, but like summer heat is just like brother, I don't like it. I don't like it. It sucks. Alright, I think that's all for my likes and dislikes. That's how some people would like to introduce it to. And so remember when I said I was doing art? What if I told you that all the stuff I did on that screen and on that panels, even all these overlays, are done by myself? Yes, I did all of them by myself. The only the VTuber model was done by myself. Like, yeah, you get the message. Everything was done by myself. Like these emotes right here, like the model. I even have like this if you actually look at like the very right, that is my PNG tuber model. Like I think this is only in case like my PC starts to run really slow when I'm playing games that are like moderate or like heavy intensive on like the graphics. But yeah, yes, this is, and also like these emotes right here, these are like Pokemon / Yu-Gi-Oh theme, which I will get to that later. Which yes, these are like all what I'm doing so far. I will like put more like art stuff. I'm also like willing to like actually like start to like learn different methods of like doing artworks, right? Oh, that sort of ladder. So moving on. Oh, from my own music taste. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Okay, so I'm a weird guy, and I like a bunch of music. You see, I can be listening from up there at the top. Ado, one of the go-to Japanese artists. I can. Oh. That's just my little brother just like playing in the background. I could be listening from Auto, I could also, which can also transition to The Who, a heavy metal Mongolian band. I could also sometimes be listening to Scout, a French Nordic folk group. Which, yeah, like those two, like not a lot of people would expect. But hey, I like them. They're very good. I can also be listening from like Japanese lo-fi to Mr. Ciro's very, very, very emotional songs, but moving on. I also do like some sort of like hip hop, like Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, and Macklemore up on the right of the screen. Sometimes I would love to listen to Square Enix lo-fi. I even dabbled on listening to Yama, another Japanese artist, on more like the emotional side of it. Sometimes I also like to dabble on game original soundtracks, most notably Amioji's, which, by the way, they're also made by the same company that made Marvel Rivals. And the very, very, very rare occasion that I would listen to Electro Swing, but that's only for like celebrations, like special occasions. So like, you're not gonna see a lot of Electro Swing around unless like I'm celebrating. So I think that's my music. It's like very weird. Like, you can also listen to like a bunch of like other music outside of these groups. And so I think, huh? You want to know my favorite games? Of course. Let me turn the page real quick. And this is gonna be quite the amount of information because I got 5 that are like my most top favorite. First one is like no surprise, MapleStory, the go-to game I play. That's where I got a lot of my designs. And oh, by the way, on the right here, that's actually me before my body was switched. And yes, this is me when I met with Dreaming Lucid for the first time. A lot of my backstory comes from in this sort of game. Not only that, they also have some pretty good like artworks right here, and also some pretty good flashy animations. And also, by the way, there's this new event that's been going on, so I mean, like, it's not everyone's cup of tea, which makes sense. But hey, if y'all choose to play some MapleStory, I can let you know. I can let the guildmaster know that you want to join the guild. And next, this is probably going to hurt your eyes. Well, let me just like break this down. Oh, yes, Pokemon also happens to be one of my favorite games to play. Not as like a casual way, but the thing is, I played Pokemon as a Nuzlocke challenge, so all the Pokemon you see here are all the Pokemon that either have made it to the Elite Four / have saved the world. Yes, Marshadow, I'm seeing you in the back. You think my eyes can't see you? These are all Pokemon that have like fought tooth and nail to get to the Elite Four / save the world. But enough dabbling on that, I gotta keep going. Yes, I also can dabble on some bit of a competitive games. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, for example. So the thing is, like, both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Were one of my childhood like games that I would play when I was very young. And I was one of those like people that dabbed on like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like at the time there was no like links, no pendulums. And now like when Master Duel came out, I'm finally able to play these set decks up there. So like on the right, I'm sorry, no. Left first. My head is like on the left we would have like some of my liked decks like Red Dragon Archfiend inspired from Jack Atlas. Yes, I know what you're seeing is Tenpai Dragon. Yes, I love them. I don't care. They're my dragons. I know they ruined the Duelist Cup on December 2024, but they're my boys. I am not gonna abandon them. I also dabbed into a bit of XZ decks like Exo Sisters and Pearlace, which, by the way, those two decks may help me made to the second cup of like Duelist Cup slash XZ Cup. These are my beloved decks. I also play a bit of like Dragon Links and Prankets for Links, with Dragon Links being like obviously they're mechanical dragons, so like I gotta play them no doubt. Prankets happens to be one of my very early decks when I started playing Master Duel, and I still have them with me as of right now. And then if we go to the right here, my top 4 beloved decks: Starry Night, Starry Dragon because of the Christmas theme, Branded because of its like old school fusion, Unchained because of its destructive playstyle, and lastly but not least, my beloved eternal partner, Yuberu. Don't ask me why Yuberu is my eternal partner. It is that way. Moving on. I've also tackled like other games from before that I've also tackled with Monster Hunter, though like I haven't played Monster Hunter in a long time because I'm waiting for Wilds to come out. Though I would still dabble in like other like Monster Hunter games like Generations Ultimate, maybe and also I would also play the Space Ninja game called Warframe. Yeah, I do have like some good old like games that I used to play. But Warframe, apparently I have heard there is an update on a big update of 1999? Yeah, 1999 is the term for it, so I'll be trying to balance out like how all my games are going to be played, like because I also want to do like a bunch of like other stuff when I'm streaming, so but yeah, this is like, and that's pretty much all like my games that I play, and might be able to dab more on like other games in the future should I have the chance to, most likely. And what is it without its own goals of 2025? Yeah, there is a lot of goals I've been like trying to there's a lot of goals, so let's like break it down from left to right. Jeez, my head is like alright, left. We'll go left first. So the left page is basically like all of like the more like actual creation, like whether it be like the computer science, art, or like Twitch content creation goals. The right is like more like game oriented goals. So let's just go over the left. So first one of them is like, yeah, you're not saying this, publishing a ROM hack. I've always wanted to publish a ROM hack of my own, because I'm in like the Nuzlocke community where like a lot of like ROM hacks would be made tailored for many of us like Nuzlocker people out there, whether it be in terms of like difficulty or whether in terms of a lot of like more playability, perhaps like with like stat changes, both ability sets, both move sets. I've always wanted to like experience that for myself for the least. Just make a bunch of CS projects. That one's like no surprise. Like I need to like get a bunch of them like made so I can actually help for the future when of course I'm actually looking for a job. Yeah, I need to make a lot of them. Next, I want to be able to continuously grow for community establishment. Like I haven't really thought about it. Like this was before like the debut. Like I haven't really thought of like trying to like grow my Twitch channel until like now, because I want to be able to like tailor this to my own kind of style. Whether it's be like how do I say this? Like I want to be able to establish my own community by continuous growth. I'm not sure that's the word for it, but who knows. Next, I want to be able to like be in a lot of like future collabs. Like once I get like big enough, I can actually like reach out to like others for collabs. It's not gonna be for like I don't know how long it'll be, but I guess it's it'll take some time. And then also, like, no surprise, make actual good art pieces because, like, mine are, like, awful right now. So, I am going to have to do a lot of, like, bit of art streams just to actually improve my own, like, art making, I guess, for a... I don't know how long I want to do it for, but you get with the idea. And now we go to the game-oriented goals. One of them, at the very top, branching out to a bunch of games. Like, I actually want to play, like, a lot of, like, different games. Not just, like, for the ones that I'm, like, used to play. But also, like, literally, before, like, my coma, I've bought I've actually made, like, I bought Darkest Dungeon and Darkest Dungeon 2 when it's on sale. So, like, essentially, like, I want to be able to dabble a lot more, like, games, like, genres I've, like, never had experience playing, so that would be an interesting kind of, like, pacing I like to do. This one is no surprise, surpassing guild bossing personal best. So, we have our guild bossing personal best, and we want to be able to, like, get stronger as a way to, like, deal with, like, the more tougher bosses in MapleStory. So that's another thing I would want to dab on. Next is winning a Nuzzy award. So, to actually explain this, the Nuzzies are basically like, you know, like the awards, like the game awards that would happen like late 2024 in December? Yeah, it's similar like that, but it's more for like Nuzlocke stuff. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I want it to basically be like well known to the point where I can actually start like actually somehow get nominated / win. Okay, I highly definitely gonna win something, but if I get nominated, that'd be sick. Next, completing a D&D campaign. Because I have never really been in one in my entire life, and I really want to experience that like during 2025. Because like I feel like this year is like there's a lot of surprises for me out there. So one of them is like no surprise. One of them I want to be able to experience, which I think by now like I probably need to like do a bit of more polishing on my character. And last but not least, the one game, the one ROM hack that I really want to beat is Run and Bun. So for anyone that does not know Run and Bun, this is one of the hardest, most brutal Emerald ROM hacks out there that someone made just to literally make us suffer it. And now I want to beat it for whatever vengeful intent I want to do, because I have a bone to pick with this game. But it will take quite a long time, because I already know, like, because I don't want to like spend a lot of hours trying to like get past like certain points in the game. So it will just be like, how do I say this? I'll always try to like schedule some days for it. But yeah, and let me flip to the next page. Oh, we're done. That should be all of our information, I guess. That's pretty much all my basic information I have right there for you. I pretty much explained like all the details, so I guess this... Hold on. Wait, I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, Sarah, hold on. Sarah, deep breaths. Deep breaths. There you go. Sarah, where are you right now? Hold on. Where are you right now? What? Are you serious? Okay. On the way. Okay. Sari seems to be at a place where he is not liking it, so I think normally I would show something, but I will have to like go pick him up and see where he's at. Don't worry, I will have a makeup stream tomorrow because I really want to get to know you guys at a more like, okay, not like a weird way, but like, I just want to like basically just get to know you while like everything gets sorted out. So with that being said, unfortunately we'll have to cut off this session right here. Don't worry, tomorrow 4 p.m. EST, which yes, I am in Eastern time zone, we will have a part 2 of the debutal. Was that how people call it? Anyway, with that being said, I gotta go pick up Sari. Till then, be your most authentic self. I gotta go now. Bye! Don't forget, it's 4 p.m. EST. Bye!